Well guys, it is Thursday and oh my goodness, this week has been very long and very crazy. And guys, Judah got kicked out of daycare yesterday because of me. Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that he got kicked out of daycare. I took him out of daycare because of a situation that happened. Like, you guys know that I don't do the drama thing and I hate bringing drama to the channel, but some things just like have to be talked about and I have to like vent because I don't really have anybody else to vent to. This is happening in my life. The situation was so bad that I had to call the cops. Like, I was embarrassed. I felt disrespected. Like, I just don't understand why that happened the way it did. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into the story time. I hope you guys are having a great Thursday, even though it just started. Don't want to talk about this really, honestly, but hey. I had already made a video yesterday, but I decided not to post that one because like the situation had literally just happened and it was just, I was everywhere. Like, it was so bad. But I don't want to post that video. I'm just gonna post this one. And I looked horrible because I had just got off work and everything, so that's another reason why I didn't post that video. But I'm gonna tell you guys what exactly happened. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I just need to think about stuff, or just think before I react. Because like I said, I'm not usually that type of a person to just react. I think about my actions before, I try to think about my actions before actually reacting to a situation. Like, I'm the type of person to be like extra calm in crazy situations. But that situation, it caught me like off guard for real. Like, it really caught me off guard. I was not expecting that. Like, that was very highly unprofessional. That's not good. And my mom was like, he cannot go back to that daycare. He can't. There's no way. Because you just never know what they will do to your child. You just never know. Like, after that, y'all, when I tell you it was all bad, it was all bad. Everything about it was bad. Like, that was crazy. Never have I ever gone through anything like that. Except whenever I was pregnant with Judah and I had like these same exact braids. I mean, it didn't happen like that, but it was like a little similar. It didn't get to that level, but it was close enough. And me and one of the managers got into an argument at Walmart because she was disrespecting me. Like, I just don't like to be disrespected. Like, I feel like in that moment, like, I was really tried by that lady. Like, how could you? Just because I'm nice? And every day, like, whenever I get there, I go get Judah. Like, they're literally sitting outside or either in the back, and I get out my car, get Judah, bring him to the car. So, like, why are you acting crazy like this? Were you having a bad day? Or I don't get it. Like, what's wrong with you? But yeah, guys, that's why Judah is not going to be attending that daycare anymore. I hate that happened. Those people were like ghetto and ratchet and all that, but I overlooked it. I was like, maybe they're still gonna be good caretakers, but my mom was telling me no, you need to get him to a different daycare ASAP. But I didn't listen, and then this situation had to happen for me to actually listen. But like I was telling my friend, everything happens for a reason. There's a reason why this happened. There's a reason why God doesn't want you to at that daycare. Maybe it's time for him to spread his wings and fly and go to a different daycare. See, I didn't want to have him at a different daycare because he had already adjusted to that daycare. So That's why I didn't want to move him. But guys, that's the end of the story time. Happy Thursday, guys. Bye. Should I tell them what happened to mama? Ouch. Should I tell them what happened to mama? You say yeah. She was very rude to mama, huh? She was not nice. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me that lady was like that? Huh? Was she mean to you? Juju? Was she mean to you at daycare? I wouldn't be surprised if she was mean to you kids. Because she had, like... whew, her temper. Okay, guys. I know, like, I look rough and everything, but please don't judge me. I just came on here to tell you guys what literally just happened at Judah's daycare. And oh my goodness, I really don't even want to talk about this because, like, you guys know I try to keep, like, trauma and stuff away from my channel. Like, I'm not even the type to, like, I don't know. But let me tell you guys, like, all of this just happened, so I'm taking it in, and it's like the craziest thing ever, because I would have never ever, like, in my life expected this to happen, because I'm a good person. Like, I'm really nice, so I don't expect people to be rude with me or anything, or like catch attitudes and stuff. Well, you know, like, some people, okay, here I go running on with something else. It has nothing to do with nothing. But y'all know how, like, people can be really nice and then people will try to run over you because you nice. Like, that's what I feel like just happened, and I really hate when that happened. That happened to me before. It happened to me when I used to work at Walmart, and I had these exact braids, like, or braids similar. Whenever I was pregnant, one lady, she tried to get smart with me. Like, she was being disrespectful to me because she knows that I'm, like, extra nice. But let me go ahead and tell you guys what happened and why he will not be attending the daycare that he was attending. And this is, like, really upsetting. It really hurt me. Like, I don't like it at all. I do not like how I responded. And the reason that I responded the way I did is because I had a very long day at work. I had just gotten off, because usually I'm able to control myself and control my, like, emotions and stuff. And like I come off as, like, when stuff is going, like, really bad, I come off as, like, calm and just, like, I don't let, like, stuff get to me. Like, I'm that type of person. But today, it was a no for me. So this is the truth. This is exactly what happened. I am not telling a fib or anything. Like, I would never do that. But here we go. Anyways, so I get off work. I pull into Judah's daycare, and I sit there for about 2-3 minutes. Literally just pulled into the parking lot. This is the first time that this has ever happened. I don't usually just sit there. Like, I don't do that. I usually get out, get Judah, bring him back to the car, go home. That's it. So I pull into the parking lot, sit there for about 3 minutes. There's a lady. It's a building here and a building in the back where Judah is. So the lady comes out the building to the right of me, and I see her walk around. She comes to the gate. She's like, whenever you get here, you need to... I'm not lying. Like, y'all probably think I sound crazy or whatever, but she's like, whenever you get here, you need to get out your car and come get your son. You need to come get your son. And I'm like, I literally just pulled into the parking lot. It is 4:40. I looked at the time because I had looked down at my phone. It's 4:40. The daycare doesn't close to 5. I get there at the exact time every single day. She's like, you need to get out. This means look at the time. Check your time. It's 4:40. Get out your car. Come get your son. I said, wow, she is so freaking rude. So I get out my car. I walk to the back building. I get my son, and I asked the lady who's in the back with my son, I'm like, where is the other lady that was just yelling at me? Because I wanted to talk to her, and I want to tell her how rude and disrespectful she was, and how I was gonna report her to whoever is over this facility, because like, who does that? So the lady tells me that she's in the building in the front. So Judah's in my arm. This was very unsafe. I shouldn't have done this. I have a whole 8-month-old. Like my mom said, she could have been carrying anything, like a gun, weapon, anything. Anything could have happened. Here I go again, putting my son in a crazy situation. I'm not freaking by myself anymore. I'm with child. So I have to think about myself and child. But I wasn't doing that in the moment. So I walk to the building in the front. There's a back door. I'm knocking on the back door because I just see her in the window as I'm asking the other lady where she is, because I turned around because she points to the building. She's like, she's in that building. I see her in the window. Walk to the building and knock on the door. Knock, 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 knock. Nobody answers. You were just in the window looking at me. Knock again. Nobody answers. So I walk around the building to the front. Knock on the door. Nobody answers. Knock again. Nobody answers. So I'm about to walk off and I hear the door open. And I walk back to where the steps are. And I'm like, ma'am, the way that you came at me just now was very disrespectful. It was very rude. And I do not appreciate it. You were very rude and disrespectful to me. You don't do this to somebody and yell at them and tell them to get your child. I'm an adult like you're an adult. You could have came around the gate. You shouldn't even done that in the beginning. Like, what the heck? But you could have done it in a better way. Like, you could have been like, hey, could you please get your son? It is 4:40, even though the daycare doesn't close till 5, and I'm paying weekly for you to keep my child. And even if he was to stay over 5, I would have to pay a fee. So it is not your job to come to my car and tell me that I need to get my son. If I was to arrive late, you guys would still have him in your care. So, and I would have to pay. So I don't understand. I'm telling her how rude she was. And then she starts yelling at me because I guess she's taking offense to what I'm saying, because I guess I'm right. Like, she knows that I'm right. She knows that she was being disrespectful to me and rude. Like, who does that? Now, as I'm telling her that she's being rude, she starts yelling at me. And then I'm like, why are you yelling? Like, I don't understand why you're yelling at me. And she shuts the door in my face. In my child's face. Okay, so when she shuts the door in my face, I walk around. I'm about to take Judah to the car. And I see her scamper to the back. I hear her yelling and talking to the other lady that was there working in the back, the one that was in the back taking care of Judah. I don't hear what she's saying, but I know she's telling the story about what happened and blah, 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 blah. But they're talking, and I'm like, I know she's telling this story all wrong. So I might as well just go back there and tell her what happened so that she doesn't tell the owner of the facility that I was, like, acting crazy when she was the one acting crazy. Like, so I walk to the back. I grab Judah and I walk to the back. I start talking to the lady, and I'm just like, she did this, so-and-so and so-and-so, and the lady is still yelling. And then I'm like, why are you yelling? You did this. I was pointing my finger, but she was way back here. And then that's when she walked up on me, and then I was like, if you don't get out my face, we're gonna have an issue. Like, back up, get out my face. And then she was like, I'm not in your face. You were literally right here. You're in my area. Back away from me. Like, don't get any closer to me. Y'all, I felt so mad, so disrespected. Like, then I was like, you are going to get fired. I'm going to report you. You're not going to have a job anymore. And then she was like, I don't care. And then I was like, okay, whatever. After I told her that she was going to get fired and reported and everything else, like, we were already yelling back and forth, and I was pointing at her because she was literally, like, right here in my face, like, in my bubble. So yeah, you're gonna get pointed at and you're gonna get yelled at. So after that, I was like, man, whatever. I know I did say some stuff like, I did curse at her. I cursed at her. I said some things. I know I said some things that I shouldn't have said to her, and she said some things that she shouldn't have said to me. Because she said those things to me, I said what I said to her. So that's that. And as I'm walking back to my car, this lady is following me to my car, and she's like, yeah, you're walking away. And I was like, bro, this lady is so crazy. Like, why are you following me to my car? We had already gone back and forth. You needed to stay where you were. I don't understand why you're walking up on me and my child. Now I feel like I'm like in danger. Like, you walking towards my car, I have my child in my hand. Like, are you trying to, like, what you doing? So I get inside my car and I'm about to go, and she's still walking. And then I'm like, if you don't, like, leave me alone. Like, I just felt like in the most, like, this was the craziest situation ever. And she was still trying to argue with me, and I'm trying my best to keep calm because I have my child with me. And I'm like, lady, could you please back off, leave me alone? She was like, you can meet me across the street. That's not funny at all. But she was like, meet me across the street, I will fight you. Oh, you want to walk away now? I will fight you. Like, she was getting wild and right up. And I was like, if you walk towards my car again, I will stab you. I have scissors. Like, you better not walk towards my car. Like, take one more step and I will hurt you. Like, I will hurt you, lady. You threatening my life and my kid's life. Like, I'm gonna stab you. Like, back up. Don't come towards my vehicle. Like, what are you doing? And I get in my car and I lock my doors, and then I immediately call my mom after this situation. And my mom is like, calm down, like, everything's gonna be okay, just like breathe, get yourself together, you get off of their property because like anything could happen and that's dangerous. You have a kid with you. After I leave the facility area and I'm talking to my mom on the phone, we're talking about the situation. We're talking about how we need to find a daycare for Judah. We're just trying to come up with a whole plan. And after I get off the phone with my mom, I end up calling the cops immediately because, like, this lady, she really needs to be reported. Like, and I need to go back to the daycare to get Judah's items, like the items that he had left, because he had this whole bag right here full of all of his stuff, and it's a new bag. He had diapers, he had wipes, he had a whole bunch of stuff left there. So I called the cops. They finally get there. I sat in that parking lot for like 20 minutes before he actually arrived. And when he got there, I had to tell him the whole story over again. So after I finished telling him the story, we ended up going back to the daycare. The lady, I believe she was gone, unless she was still she went back to the front building. I don't know, because whenever we got there, the other lady that was in the back with Judah, she was just shutting the door. It was about 5:20. The lady was shutting the door, locking it so that she could get her stuff and go home, because like I told y'all, the daycare closed at 5 o'clock on the dot. All this stuff happened at 4:40, 4:41, 4:45, something like that. But y'all, got his stuff and I left. Like, that is the craziest thing that has ever happened to me. Like, I have never gotten to an argument with nobody like that, except whenever I got into an argument with the lady at the job at Walmart. Y'all, I'm never getting these braids again, because see how they looking rough. I need to take them out right now. And I guess bad luck. These braids cause me to have bad luck. These the braids, the fighting braids. That's what these kind of braids is. Like, that's probably why people think, I don't know, but y'all, that is so crazy. I felt like so disrespected. Like, I wouldn't want anybody to ever go through that again. I just feel like she tried me because of how young I look and how nice I am whenever I go there to pick up Judah, and she don't think I'll say anything to her. Like, she thinks she can just disrespect me whenever or however she want to, and I'm not gonna say nothing. I might be nice, but y'all, if you try me, like, She is so lucky. Oh my goodness. I was about to be in jail, y'all, because I had scissors in my car. Like Judah wasn't about to have a mom. He was. Thank you, Lord, for keeping me like calm, like at least a little calm in that situation, to where whenever she was following me, I didn't turn around and bro, she was. Thank you, Lord, for keeping me. Because I promise you. And then it's multiple times that I have gone to that daycare. And she is like really pissed, angry. I know if she get angry with me like that, imagine what she probably like with them kids. Like imagine. And then I remember this one time I went there and she was so pissed about something. I bet a parent had probably already said something to her, or she probably got into an altercation with somebody before. Like, this is not her first time. I know it's not her first time, because the way she comes at people, or like, oh my gosh, and she looks hood, y'all. This girl got dread, she had gold teeth in her mouth at one point in time. When I don't know why I let Judah go to that daycare. Why did I do it? Just because it was close to my house? Y'all, I will never ever put my kid in that kind of environment again. Like, once I see things, like, how can you hire somebody like that? How are you gonna hire somebody with dreads and gold teeth? And she looked like, she literally, when I tell y'all she looked the hood and she act hood, I'm sorry, Judah. I'm so sorry. This is crazy. But yeah, guys, Judah won't be going to that daycare anymore. He's going to a whole different daycare. This is like the craziest story ever. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and just please pray for us. Like, pray for our safety, because you never know. Like, bye guys, I'm sorry about this. Like, so sorry.